Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today we've got a beer I've had probably the best part of a year. It's called First Train and it's from the Magpie Brewing Company. These guys are out of Seoul, South Korea. But this is the actual, if you look on tap, there's two different versions of this beer. This is the collaboration beer they done back in, was it January or perhaps even December of 2018 with Beer52, and yeah, this is 6.5% ABV. They're saying it's actually a Baltic porter, 6.5, 30 IBUs, that's all right. On tap, checking it all off. It was canned on the 28th of, there we go, 28th of December of 2018. They've given it a year shelf life, so here we are on the 8th of December of 2019, so I thought it's about time we get this drunk, and so I thought I'd give it a review. I wasn't going to, but yeah, it's been out of the fridge for a while. 330ml can then. This beer was brewed into proof in Belgium. A lot of the Beer52 collab beers seem to be brewed there. But yeah, so the original, the actual brewery that does this version in Seoul is a 8.1% ABV beer, whereas this is only a 6.5. Beer in a glass then. It's been generally chilled for a good year. It was here last winter in this room, and then springtime I transferred all my kind of stouts porters into the fridge for the summer months, and I've just got it out of the fridge now, and well, there's lots of particulates floating around in this, so we'll see how this tastes, but it's looking slightly interesting at this point. Half a finger of slightly off white head, like pale mocha or whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of ruby hues coming through as it's a Baltic porter, but yeah, generally it's quite black actually, so let's get an aroma. Well, okay. Real burnt roasted malts, burnt ends of like a brisket or something like that. There is a slight nutty kind of edge on this, maybe like walnut. Dark chocolate. Wind's getting up. It's not me. Yeah, walnut husks. Paul. Is it like a dark baker's chocolate? Definitely a meaty kind of vibe. Bit of char grill. Smells very nice. But yeah, it looked a little bit interesting in the glass. There's loads of little particulates floating around, even, you know, up around here and stuff, so we'll see how it goes, but give it a try. Cheers. An aged version. I think it's yeast. I don't know if you're going to pick that up, apart from reflection. You can just see there's some particulates just hanging around in the beer. I'm saying, is it coffee? It says coffee, isn't it? And that's what I'm getting to a degree, but it might have faded a bit. It's partly my fault, but it's still there. I'm getting more of a baker's chocolate. More of a, it says cocoa, roasted for sure. More of a cocoa powder. It's slightly dry on the palate. On the after, kind of coats the palate and then it just dries out. Slightly sweet. The IBUs are 30 on this, incidentally. It's leaving on pretty nice lacing. I mean, apart from what it looks like, it's actually not too bad at all. A beer that's coming towards the end of its shelf life. 6.5% ABV. Body's like a plain medium body. Excuse me. Yeah, more of a roasty, roasty coffee. May have faded slightly, you know, with aging it for a year. Some beers, depending on what coffee they use, etc. Coffee can fade, like hops do, which you probably all know anyway. But it's all right. It's not too bad. It's slightly creamy mouthfeel, with that kind of dry, roasty, toasty sort of thing. I'm not picking up any of that walnut I was picking up on the aroma on the taste. But yes, drinking pretty smoothly, to be fair. Yeah, inoffensive, half decent beer. In terms of a rating then, I'm going to give this beer, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 3.5 on the Untapped scale then. Go to Untapped now. Get the old page up and running. So it's had 1,631 total check-ins then. 59 in the last 30 days. So a lot of people have had this beer getting on for a best part of certainly 11 months or so. So that's quite interesting. 1,506 total ratings then, coming in at 3.56. So yeah, I'll give it 3.5. Whether the ratings have come down over the last few months with the coffee fading, etc., compared to say January of this year, not sure. What does it say here? A little bit of information. It's a lagered ale, cold aged on coffee beans. Every winter Magpie collaborates with Korean third wave coffee innovators Fritz coffee to select a new bean to wed to this dark rich brew. So there you go. So it's a there you go, it's a seasonal release on this one then. So yeah, like the old trains and that, but yeah, decent beer. So I'm reviewing this like almost a year out from when this beer came out, so there may be one or two other reviews a lot fresher that may be different to this, what I'm getting out of this. So I haven't done any checks on YouTube for that, but maybe one or two of my friends have had it, I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you've had this one before. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Nice to try. Thanks for watching then, and I'll see you in the next review. Cheers.